Hey everyone, if you play on controller and you struggle with your aim, this video is going to fix this. There's a lot of videos on YouTube that talk about abusing aim assist to hit more shots, and while this does somewhat work, it isn't consistent and it's also not the best way to be an accurate player. I'm going to be giving you guys my method to improving your aim on controller. We're also going to be talking about how to manipulate aim assist to hit more shots. I want you guys to keep in mind that I won't actually be talking about abusing aim assist, and these two methods are completely different from each other. Comment below and tell me what division you're in for Arena, and before I get started, I want to shout out everyone who commented Gorilla on my recent video. I appreciate the support, guys, and in my next video, I think I'm just going to pick like 3 winners just because there were so many of you who commented. So, with all that being said, let's get right into how to aim better with a controller. A lot of other YouTube videos that talk about improving aim on controller fail to give any sort of tips in relation to actually aiming. They just talk about abusing aim assist and how this is the best method to hitting more shots in the game. And while I do agree with this to a certain extent, since Epic added a cooldown effect to aim assist in a previous update, this method doesn't really work anymore. For those of you who don't actually understand what aim assist is, it's fairly self-explanatory. All aim assist does is act as training wheels in a way. If you aim your reticle close to your target, aim assist is going to guide your crosshairs to the target so that you can actually hit the shot. Without aim assist, it would almost be impossible to aim with just joysticks. So that begs the question, how do we manipulate aim assist so that we rarely miss shots? My method to using aim assist to my advantage does not actually include spamming my L2 button over and over and over again. While this method did work in previous seasons, you'd be putting yourself at a disadvantage if you did this. So, here's my method explained in slow and concise detail. When I aim at my opponent with an AR or an SMG, what I do is position my crosshairs close enough to my enemy where aim assist will guide me to my opponent. When my reticle is directly over my opponent, I begin to shoot. Naturally, my opponent's going to start to move and jump to try and avoid my bullets from hitting them. What I then do is release my L2 button to track my enemy and then pull L2 again so that aim assist guides my crosshairs for me again. I'm not spamming L2 consistently, keep that in mind. What also helps me aim better is my low targeting sensitivity. With the combination of a low targeting sensitivity and proper manipulation of aim assist, you'll rarely miss any assault rifle or SMG shots you take. Shotguns are a little different than SMGs and ARs because you can only take one shot with a pump and then you have to wait a few seconds before you can shoot your pump again. So using my method for ARs and SMGs won't work very well. Shotguns are the king of close range combat in Fortnite. If you can hit your shotgun shots and do significant amount of damage to your enemy, you're far more likely to win that battle. I know a lot of you guys commented saying that your pump only does 30 damage or 9 damage and that it almost seems like your enemy's pumps always do over 100 damage or more. And this is not the game being bad, but your aim being a little off. Hitting shotgun shots in Fortnite should be as easy as riding a bike. Using your L2 button to hit shotgun shots won't always be available to you. For example, if you're in the air and you turn to shoot your opponent, you're not going to be able to aim down sights. However, aim assist is still active. In a previous video talking about how to hit more shotgun shots that I made a while back, I talked about squaring up your body to your opponent. This was a terrible way of explaining things and I do apologize for the lack of explanation. What I meant was, if you use your left stick to control where your character goes, you can actually move the crosshairs too. With this being said, if you're in the air, what you should do is move your character in a way that will allow your crosshairs to be in the area of your enemy's body or even their head. At that point, aim assist should kick in and then you can use your right stick to aim for the head or aim for the upper portion of their body. The key to aiming better in Fortnite is to not have to move your crosshairs around so much. This will definitely give you a huge cushion so that if you do struggle with aiming, you won't miss very much this way. If you aren't in the air, then you can use your L2 or LT button to your advantage. What a lot of good controller players will do is they will tap L2 and shoot at the same time. However, they won't hold down L2 when they shoot their shotgun. What you want to do is aim your crosshairs near your opponent's head or wherever you have a shot on them and then tap L2, don't hold it down, and then shoot at the same time. This allows aim assist to take over and you can then control your shot from there. Now that I've talked about my method to aiming better, let's go over some things that you will benefit from, and this has to do with turning off aim assist and then using creative maps to practice aiming. It sounds very weird, but what I recommend doing is to actually turn off your aim assist and play with it off for just a few games or even turn it off off and creative against your buddies when you build battle, just to see what it's like without aim assist. Try hitting as many shots as you possibly can with each weapon before you turn it back on. You're gonna miss shots, you're probably gonna die, but the reason this will help, I found, is that when I turned aim assist off and aimed with it for just a little while, that when I turned it back on, it was almost like I couldn't miss any shots because aim assist was so strong and it felt amazing to use. This will train you to get your crosshairs in the right spots so that when you do have aim assist, you already know exactly where to aim to get the best shot. Try this out for a while, and like I said, you'll most likely miss around 75% of the shots you take, but after a while, you'll get the hang of it and then turn aim assist back on after. If you use creative maps that are designed to help out with aim, you can practice the methods I've given you in this video and translate them over into your games. It's important to always practice what you aren't very skilled at, because if you really want to be a pro player, then you need to be good at everything in the game. Aim is one of the major components of becoming a godly Fortnite player, and if you miss shots, you can't kill players, and that means, well, you'll most likely die. If you made it this far into the video, comment the word Loot Llama for a chance at a shout out in my next video. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm going to be picking 3 random winners to be shouted out in every single one of my videos. I didn't expect as many people to leave a comment like they did, so I had to cram everyone that I possibly could in the shout out in this video. And guys, I am playing with you this weekend. I'm going to get a massive playthrough. I might even stream it. I'm definitely going to be probably participating in the World Cup for the solo event, so I probably won't be playing with you guys anywhere from 4 to 6 Eastern time, but after I play the World Cup, I will definitely play with every single person. My lobby will be on public the whole entire time, so definitely be on the lookout for that. Like I said, comment the word Loot Llama for a chance at a shout out in my next video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.